Lockup, the Breakout expansion. I've played it, but I played it in early form. Let's take a look inside and see how it came out. All right, let's take a look at Lockup expansion, the Breakout expansion. It's from Thunderworks Games. It's by Stan Kordonsky, and Stan is killing it, man. If you haven't played some of his games, you gotta check him out. In fact, it hasn't come out yet, but Endless Winter is just phenomenal. It's deck building plus. Yeah, Lockup is good. Lockup is really good. It's been hit or miss, I will be honest with you. Me and my nephew Jared, we love it. It's gone over very well. Some of the people in the Gumbo, it was kind of meh, but for me, I really liked it. You always get that Thunderworks catalog right at the top. Reminds me of the old days with D&D games, or where you get all the different what's coming up next. Oh, it's not called theme parks anymore. It's called 10 Penny Parks, and it is really good. Oh, we played it 3 times today. Oh yeah, check that out. You'll be seeing that on the channel. Might even see that Tuesday night, so we'll see. Back to Lockup. Lockup Breakout expansion is an expansion for Lockup from Stan Kordonsky that is going to add, let's take a look at the rulebook here. I'll tell you some of the things that it's going to add. It's going to add more goon cards, more guard cards, a lot of cards. You're going to get some more tome cards, legendary cards, and a new board. And that's really the main focus of this part. So to give you a background, Lockup, you and your gang has been thrown into jail. It's in the role player universe, so it's got the same artwork, it's got the same storyline, the same city. You've been thrown into jail, and you've got to break out. Right? It's still the same Lockup that you're in, but instead it's got a catacombs board that we found was a lot of fun. So it's got the expansion setup here, and then the gameplay. There's going to be some changes, basically, well, resolving the tunnels that we're going to talk about and what happens in those tunnels, and what happens with the lanterns as you play. And then the brand new goon cards. If you remember right, you were collecting those goons, and those goons can give you big points in the game. Well, they've added some new ones. They've added dryads, fungoids, golems, and shapeshifters. And I'm going to show you those as we get through. And it also comes with a solo mode. Oh, I like this. On the back, it's got a nice little cheat sheet for all the special effect icons, so you don't have to go digging anything. When I played, we played basically kind of a prototype, so we're a printed rule book. This is nice. I'm getting to see, what it's going to look like. And I'm not even going to keep this box. This is going to go right into my Lockup box. But I'm going to show it off tonight, and then we'll pass it. All right, so Breakout's got the new tile tokens for each one of the factions, the different colors. And I'm going to zoom those out for you. All right, so in these tiles, you're going to see that each one of them is a 1, but it carries a lantern. And I'll explain that in just a second. So that's what the new tiles look like. All right. Get that off to the side. Then we've got all the symbols here, these little tiny, tiny tiles. What are those tiles? You'll remember these. These are going to go into the... They're going to flip upside down, and they will be kind of randomized. Yep, they've got little treasure chests, so I'll show that to you real quick. Little treasure chest, and of course, you're going to pop them over and flip them out, and hopefully you're going to see that these are something you really need. So they give us some of those, and then we've got the catacomb board. That's going to go right on the side of your main board. And then the catacomb board, yeah, let's see if we can look at that. Yep, there we go. Catacomb board, like I said, it's going to go right there. It's going to have legend cards over here. Legend cards are ways to get even more points. You're going to start with the entrance, and it's going to connect back to the main board, and then going into the catacombs is going to give you a chance to earn a ton of points. If you can get all the way to the end, it's 17 additional points, plus points for every round that you beat it. So if you got out and there's still some rounds left in the game, it's 3 points more. But notice that it's not completely linear. Yes, it does go this way and kind of follow, but it's got branching tunnels here. And it's got ways, it's got this cool mechanic that Not only do you have the branch where you can get some big points here and get to the escaped part for the 17 faster, or you can go and get more and more points as you go through here and chances to get those little chests. But it's also got the tomb. And if you want to go into the tomb, it's one way in and no way out. You've basically gone into the tomb. You've escaped through some kind of little ritual, but you also can find a chest and 15 points there. So you have to kind of figure out which way you're going to do that as you're going along. And I will say that when we played it a couple of times, we were focused on the catacombs because we played Lockup, half a dozen times. So what we really wanted to see is the mechanics of the board. Oh, good. I wanted to see this because we were looking at just 3D printed lanterns, and I wanted to see how they came out, and they are gorgeous. So I'll take a look at that. And those are the lanterns you're going to earn with your characters. That's how you get into the catacombs. All right. Those are super cool. These came out really nice. Oh, these were just little, not very well, just little prototype things. Oh, this is sweet. I don't remember what these are called. I guess these are just the chest tokens. Let me see. Make sure I got that. Tunnel markers, yeah, tunnel markers. So these are going to go on the main board. And it's going to show that the tunnels are either open or closed. So the ability to get in or the tunnel is closed. That means that no one can go in that round. I believe that has to do with the characters, right? Let me double check that. I'm trying to blank on it. The tunnel markers. Oh, maybe we get it. The location has a double tunnel. The player may advance their lantern marker up to 2 spaces in the catacombs. So you get into the catacombs, you've got your marker, and now you're trying to go through. So this is going to be a hotly contested one because you're going to be able to move your lantern 2 spaces. And the farther you go, the more points you can get. Someone will be blocked off each round, and you just won't know until the start of the round. I don't actually remember how we did that part. If a location has a tunnel marker on it, you'll determine the crew strength and then collect the reward. Then before the crew tokens are returned, you'll determine how many seekers are there. Seekers are the ones with these lanterns here. And then the player, if there are multiple seekers, compare the players to see who has the most strength of the location, and that person is the one who's going to be able to move. And does anybody else have trouble with these? Oh man, I have so much trouble with these little cards. I notice Bradley always just has a knife and he just slices through them. All right, this one wasn't too bad. Okay, but a lot of times I just have so much trouble with it. All right, so here we go with the cards. There. Oh, I'll show you. This is the artwork for the brand new, the little factions that you can get. Dryad. That's going to score points for all the tunnels or barrows. I can't see that quite. I'll have to look that up when we get closer. And then, of course, you've got these trait cards. They're going to kind of change what you're doing. First time you have the strongest crew at the legend, you'll get 2 red cubes. Interesting. All right. The phone golds. Yeah, I mean, come on. That's kind of that character from... Got to be careful of those knives that you don't mark your deck. Ooh, yeah. Bradley's good at it, though. I might not be. This is the I am Root character, don't you think? Phone golds. Score 2 points for each of the chests you have, so you definitely want to go down there and grab those chests. The shapeshifters. In-game scoring cards. Is the shapeshifter one of the legendary cards? No, it's one of the goons. Column resolute. Yep. I mean, there's just a ton. Well, we have some work to do. Got some separating to do in there. Ton more cards, and then let's see what these are. I am Root. I am Root. Why did that guy make some money just saying the same 3 words over and over again for so many movies? They paid him so much money to do that. All right. Thank you, Thunderworks Games, for including cheat sheets on the final scoring, because Lockup is a typical game from Stan. There's points coming from everywhere, right? And sometimes you can lose focus with that, but they did a good job of including some final scoring so that you can see, okay, how am I going to be getting these scoring? And that's how I'm going to get it. It's a good reminder. All right, here we go, the legends. Okay, the legend deck is going to go on the side of this. Let's see if I can. There is going to be a legend. I think one each round is going to come out. Reveal the top card, then place it face up on the top of the deck. So you'll shuffle this deck up, start of every game, and then you will reveal the top card, and that's going to just kind of change what's happening. For instance, this one is Wreck, the Green Eyes leader. You'll place 2 chests from the game box face up onto the card. In order of strength rank, the 2 strongest crews each gain 1 chest. So it's sort of like an alternate way to ramp up some of the things that you can get in the game. And it's going to change each round, if I remember right. After the phase, move the active legend to the bottom of the deck, reveal the top card of the deck, then place it face up on top of the deck. Okay, so yeah, at the end of each round, after resolving the legend card, and you'll do that, let's see, you'll reveal all the crew tokens assigned to the legend card. So instead of assigning your crew members to certain spots on the board, you can assign them directly to the legend. Face down, if I remember right, so you don't know what's being played on there. You'll reveal all the crew tokens assigned to the legend card, determine the crew strengths, and some of these are going to be powerful, and it might be something you really want. In order of strength rank, each crew may spin cubes to score 5, 3, 2, or 2 points, and all of them must be different. So you could see, he's adding like 2 or 3 more levels of ways to score and tons more points. So if you already like Lockup and you don't mind adding a little bit more complexity, it's going to just keep fleshing that game out and fleshing that game out. And Stan is one of those guys that you see that in some of his games where there's little additions or sort of like modules, that Johnny Pack thing. Stan's got kind of that same philosophy where there's lots of little systems that he's going to add to the game. So I love the way it came out. This looks really good. It's going to be a nice addition to our Lockup game. My nephew Jared, who plays with us on Tuesdays, he loves this game. So we're going to have to get this Lockup Breakout expansion played pretty soon. All right, so that's Lockup, the Breakout expansion from Thunderworks Games and designer Stan Kordonsky. We had a lot of fun playing this in prototype form, and now we finally got to see it on the table. I can't wait to get it played on a Twitch Tuesday, so come check that out. And until next time, Laissez, bon temps, rouler.